tonight being the Halloween roll, it'll be a little difficult to do spider guard with no gis and weird grips. So we're going to do a little bit of a different series tonight from Butterfly Guard. It's a little bit of an open grip series that I've been working on. If you've rolled with me recently, you've probably felt this and you're going to be like, oh, that's what that was. Okay? So we're here, I'm in Butterfly Guard, right? We're working. For a lot of people, they focus on just trying to sweep at the leg. So it's all about lift and sweep, right? We just worked that. This is very important. But one of the other things you got to work on is how to control the upper body. So one of my favorite ways to do that is coming overhook here and working on controlling this hand to the front of you. So when I'm here, generally I like to set this up. It's almost like it's an arm drag. I'm going to reach for the elbow, pull it across, come here, and I will connect my hand. Now, we're going to work a couple different options out of this grip. But I want to get to that. So we're here. I'm keeping a good butterfly guard. I'm working right. Everything's going. Boom. Pull across here to the grip. Push that up, and I connect my hands. Now, once I'm here, I'm just going to go over a couple simple options and a couple other options. I'm going to pull everything in and up. Because what that's going to allow me to do then is sweep Julian over this shoulder that I already have trapped. So I can put everything in, up, here, and come up. Nice part is, you already have a nice little grip here with an arm isolate. So I'm here, working, I pull the arm across, grab wrist to my wrist. Once we're here, I pull, and I'm pulling this arm up and in at the shoulder. That's what makes that transition so nice and easy. Because he doesn't have a good base and he doesn't have anything to fight with on that side. Questions on this? Slight modification from just your standard butterfly sweep, but we're going to use that to set up a lot of fun stuff.
How 1 to 10 head position does it work?
Right here, it's never a 0, but it's rarely a 10. You know, if that makes sense. So if I'm here, I can't be fighting for head position here. A lot of guys will fight head position. So like Julian will try to put his forehead in my chin here. That's not stopping anything I'm up to. Have your head position, or at least be aware of where your head's at. Does that make sense? Any other questions? One more time. Here, Julian. We're hand fighting. Boom, I go to that arm drag. Connect my hands and wear a costume. Here. Pull up and over. Once you're here, then a variety of options available.
See, you almost thought about it, right?
Backing back, again, transition. Go to that Kimura, wrist lock, punching Julian in the face. Options are available. Dealer's choice once you get the sweep. Make sure you secure the sweep, get that side control or something of that nature. Make sense? Yes. So when I'm here, if I'm Julian, I'm not trying to throw him to my left, right? I'm trying to take him towards this trapped shoulder. So if I try to take Julian straight to the side here, I don't have as much control and as much leverage because I'm not taking him away from the base. But when Julian comes here, I'm taking him towards where he would have to base out with this arm to stop. So if I'm here, I'm taking him towards that shoulder because he doesn't have the base to stop anything I'm doing. That's why we go that direction. Other questions? Just,
Can you have a hand with you have this, or can you just do it like
grab it. So, you're asking if I'm here, yeah. I like this grip for the second option. That's why my hands are this way. Oh yeah. Take the foot. I have to do that. But that's why I'm gripping that. The other reason I like that is I also we're also both of those options are better off from this grip as opposed to this grip. My grip is wrong. As always, what are you comfortable with? I don't have a good grip. Children's size hands really love option on. So that's why I grip this way. It's a smarter grip. Does that make sense? Yes. The other nice part, especially if you're using this in any sort of setting where there's gloves, is you can lock the hand behind you.
Clear your mind, man. What's the talk?
It
You got a
locks
lot of
in.
shit floating around your head right now. What's the talk?
Thanks for pointing that. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Circle up. Alright. So, we're here, right? I connect with Julian. Boom. I grab here. Well, let's pretend Julian's a big, strong kid. Big reach, both back. So I'm here, and I go to sweep him here, and he just has a good base, right? Like, some people are going to widen out that base, sink their hips, and it's just part 2 butterfly sweep, right? Great. I appreciate people like that. It allows me to switch easier. So boom, I go here, boom. All we're going to do now, I can't get the sweep, and I'm going to come to that opposite hip here. Keeping my butterfly hooks in, and I'm going to look to pull his wrist out, put it behind his back. The goal here is please put down. All we're going to do at this point, once it gets to his back, I'm pulling it to the logo and to my chin. Up and out. Here. So boom, I'm working with Julian. Boom, my arm drag, boom, get to here, I go to sweep, it's not working. Get to the hip, pull the wrist out, over. Once we're here, I'm pulling it up and out. The nice part is the up normally will get plenty of what you need in. Like this hurts, I'm sure, for Julian. The out's just a little bit of a sprinkle of screw. A little meh. Alright? Nice part is it's just a reverse Morlock, guys. That's all it is. You're like, oh, that looks really complex. Really not, I promise. Boom, arm drag, here. I go to sweep, it's not working. Extend those hips out, bring the wrist out, finish on the back. Questions on this? We'll walk through it a few more times. So, when I'm here, so a couple things I'm trying to do from a spacing position. One, I'm trying to keep his base broken, right? 2, I'm trying to hide this in my chest. So I'm leaning back a little bit for explanation's sake. But when I'm doing this to you, I'm up on it, and I'm actually trying to take your back while I'm doing it. Because worst case scenario, you get a Gumby shoulder kid. You can actually just take their back, and you have their arm trapped for a second. So that's a nice part of this. But if I'm here, as I'm going here, I'm trying to scoot out and take this back if I can. Now, the nice part with this is most of the time you're able to just finish this. A little bit of a risk, but if you need to, you can also take the back from there. Other questions on this? Nope, I keep it. Why isolate the arm if I'm going to let it go?
Arm drag.
Yep, so when we're here, biggest thing is a couple of you guys are struggling with this, so we'll go step by step. I wrist on the same side. I pull that wrist to my hip. That leaves this hand to come up to the elbow and continue pulling it. I want to pull his shoulder to my chest. That allows your wrist hand to come off here and connect up there. Then that allows this hand to drag down, connected to your other. Does that make sense? Once we're here, now you can attack. Remember, there's always a way to wrist lock something. Julian, you show up in costume. You're supposed to. He's in the group chat. But like I said, if you don't like that, boom. You take the back, and his arm's trapped down. It's a good option either way. I like attacking the arm first, because if nothing else, it makes him panic spin to his back. And that's fine, I'll take your back all the time. Other questions? Alright, 1, 2, 3. They're happening to me, right? Boom, I go, I arm drag, I get here, right? But a lot of guys are gonna, start to really base out here. It's gonna make it hard to sweep, and it's gonna make it really hard to get that arm out. A lot of guys are really gonna trap it to their chest, or they're gonna really start to try to regain some control with this arm. Which is great, because all we're gonna do is, I'm gonna reach this hand in, take it in front of my wrist. I'm going to pull this wrist through, and I'm going to sneak this hand right behind his ear like I got a magic trick. Alright? Once it's through, this hand's coming over the top, grabbing my bicep. So we were here. Julian doesn't like what's happening to him. Boom. I have a magic trick. My hand's right behind his ear. Bicep here. Once we're here, all we're going to do is fall to it. Take the squeeze. If you set it up right, should be pretty tight from jump straight. Get it? Oh, I'm here. I tried to sweep. Didn't work. Tried to pull the arm out. Didn't work. Hand forward. Tuck his head down. Now, big thing you need to do here is if his head is up during this, it's going to make your life a lot harder. So as this elbow comes over, I need to get his head down. Here. Now, this hand is not just coming up and resting lightly on his back. It has to be cutting in as tight as you can get. Once we're here, rolling everything in, crunch. Costume, I might lose next time. Oh, I'm here. Boom. As I pull this forward, this hand shoots behind that ear. Collapse the head down, grabbing that bicep. Crunch in, everything up, squeeze. Nice little darts.
In the meantime, when you're grabbing that there, use your chin to kind of hold your head until you get it up there.
So a couple things to be looking for when I pull this here. I can use this hand, but keep that up. Here, keep it. Once you're there, then it's all about just keeping this tight and choking Julian for being done. Other questions?
Are you, you said get it as close as you can. Are you not going to be able to grab the lat with other hands?
With this hand?
Yeah. Is that not realistic?
Like reaching across? You got long ass arms? Maybe.
Not me.
I'm not gonna say that. If you were, can you reach across there and grab it? Yes. You should be more focused on getting it. You can reach all the way across, great. If not, this is your choking hand. 90% of what is happening is this, and then the crunch.
Is that leg coming out?
It can. So, for a lot of people, they're going to feel this choke. Once you get to here, there's not a lot of hiding where you're going next. Like, there's not... When I do this, 9 times out of 10, I'm dark sleeping, right? There's not a lot of other great options. So when I go here, a lot of people may start to try to walk this way or try to walk one way or the other. So I just like to keep my feet in and keep their base off balance. Because for me, if you jump and roll and do all that shit, that just means you don't know what the hell you're doing. If you're jumping and rolling out of submissions, that means you're not defending properly, 9 times out of 10. So when I'm here and I get this in, Julian goes to jump or do anything, that's why I keep those butterfly guards, because I can keep those active as I need to. Boom. If I want to, I can try to go to that, but 9 times out of 10, I don't. Yeah. I more prefer the control of keeping those hooks the way I like them to that like. If I need the last little bit to finish, yes. If not, unnecessary. Other questions? One more time. I'm here. Boom, my arm's back. I try for the sweep. I try for everything else that's not working. Hold the hand forward. big arm up. Once you're here, find your bicep. Here, I am collapsing the elbow down, curling everything in. Squeeze. Real tight in a hurry. Nice part about this is you should be getting all three, blood, air, blood. Having a nice finish. All right. 1, 2, 3.